Behaviors and mindsets can change over time. Where you want to put your energy and make an impact doesn't. So we're going to better understand the difference between organometrics and psychometrics. So come join me. So for the latest trends and insights on how you can best contribute and make an impact in this world, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video every week. So one of the things that I think is extremely important is the difference between a organometric and a psychometric. I was introduced of a great way of analogy is a movie. It's like sitting down in your couch and jumping into the middle of the movie, and your first question is, what's this movie about? Well, that's the same thing about an organometric. It's really starting at the beginning of a movie where you're really understanding your impact. And this is your natural energy of where you want to actually put it and how you truly want to come to the table and contribute. Your behaviors and mindsets and all of those things that we learn in a psychometric, which are just as valuable. There isn't a either or here. It's a and equation. It's more about where you should start. And that's the extreme importance of really separating the difference of the organometric of now we actually have the ability to measure impact, and the 5 different ways that we're going to talk about on how you can actually come to the table and where you want to contribute and put that most energy into. Once you find that out, now you can actually think about the skills, the experience that you want to continue and develop out there. Also the behaviors around that, and also your mindset. So I'm a game changer strategist. Let me give you that as an example. I want to put most of my energy in the game changer piece. I love to come up with my own original ideas. I love to disrupt. It's just a natural thing, and not in a behavior way. It's more of, I like to disrupt and challenge the status quo. I like to come up with innovative things that nobody has. I enjoy working on projects for that. I'm the kind of person that if you have me come in, I'm gonna wanna change it because I see all the different possibilities that are out there. Now let's look on the other piece of it, of a psychometric. Now, I want to focus on, one is getting the skill sets in order to be able to enhance that piece of me. I want to make sure that I am working on the experience that is actually going to help enhance as well. So you can probably think of why I might even like design thinking, lean startup, right? Anything that really is going to help elevate that game changer aspect in myself. Probably want to learn how to be an entrepreneur, which is what I'm actually doing these days. The other piece of it is, when it comes to the behaviors and mindsets, it gets me to understand what I'm doing in the moment of being a game changer, that I can think about how the behaviors. There's also understanding my personality. When I did the Predictive Index, I'm a promoter. Well, I know someone that is exactly just like me. It's a game changer strategist, and guess what? Completely different personality. Probably if they took the other ones, they would probably land differently as well. But we both want to contribute in the same way. But how we're going to actually handle our behaviors, our mindsets, and things around that is where it can start to slightly differentiate. But here's the beauty of it. We don't have to worry about that when it comes to thinking about the outcomes that we want to achieve. They necessarily aren't always in that innovative, creative think tank original idea. Most of that stuff was already done before, and I would be an implementer. So if you've actually looked at my resume, I have all this experience that I have done through the years that if you looked at my skill sets and experience, you might think that I am really good at getting to action. Well, here's the truth. Here's my profile. It's my lowest score. It's not where I want to put my energy. I only do it because it's a necessary means to it, but I started realizing why I started jumping from job to job because I got bored really quickly. I had this yearning to want to be that entrepreneur spirit, right? And so it was really hard for me where I was in companies where I never had that space. They didn't know what to do with me. I was probably known to be more of a disruptor and probably a pain in the ass if you want the truth. I was even like that in high school. High school for me, I ended up figuring out how to break the system where I only needed an X amount of credits, and I ended up skipping a year. Am I the most intelligent person out there in the world? No. But my game changer and my strategy inclinations wanted me to put the energy on where I had this sense of desire to want to do something more. And it's never left me. And I continued down this path, resume, long with a bunch of, skill sets and constantly getting certifications and continuing my education, which yes, I love doing that. But I started to narrow my focus on what I wanted to focus on. I didn't want to focus on anything that was going to make me a implementer. That's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to be a person that's a doer. Go find another doer, because it's not me. And so I started to realize this piece was a huge part of what was a challenge for me, even what I do today. If I'm not in a situation where I feel that I can't find a way to contribute in my own creative way, and I do find ways, but if I ever get stuck, it starts to be hard for me. And I never really realized why those behaviors came out. So say, for example, I had an idea and nobody wanted to listen to me. I got frustrated. Now I know why I got frustrated. And you know what I do? I actually learn how to enhance that piece. So maybe when I come into the table, I have a better way to approach it. I'm effectively communicating, and maybe I will be heard the next time. That was pretty powerful for me. This is where anything, and you don't have to be a game changer strategist, you could be a polisher, you could be an implementer. If you ever feel that you're struggling and you're not really sure why, or say you can mesh with a group of people, but you don't mesh when you're with another group of people. And it could be just from the simple case, I could be around more game changer strategists and never have a problem. But if I'm in a room with a bunch of implementers and then I come in, I might have a big problem. Or a bunch of strategists that what I'm trying to convey, this idea that I have, is making no sense to them, right? The implementers, they have no idea how to implement it. I'm speaking Charlie Brown to them and I've lost them. I never understood this piece of it for me. And ever since I have taken my GC Index profile, my life has opened up where I have learned my purpose, and I've gone into the path of just even my worth, in truth. It has made a huge difference on where I spend my energy, on my skills, on my experience, the behaviors and mindsets that I truly want to work on. And I don't feel like I'm wasting my time anymore. I can't be the only one that feels like that out there. So after what you've heard, I would love to find out where you think you can benefit on measuring impact. It could either be for yourself or for you working with others in a team situation. So please comment below, because I would love to hear your story. So this gives you an idea, better understand that GC Index. And if you're interested in figuring out how you can get a free GC Index consultation, look in the description below of this video and click on the link to contact me, and we can figure out how to make that happen for you. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends.